My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and I thank you so much for tuning in to me. I thank you for your subscribes. I think we're at 14,000, I believe. Yeah, I think so. You are just the best subscribers ever, and very little low vibrational energy, and you always bring your love. I'll be going live on the 6th, which is this Saturday, and then work through till the 7/7 portal. On the 6th, I will launch the raffle winners, and this is my last raffle until Christmas. So I'm going to be accepting raffle entries until 6 p.m. Eastern time on the 6th. After that, I'm going to close off, and then I'll announce the winners that night. Okay? All right, let's get into this. All right, we're just going to have a look at what your person is going through at this point in time, what's happening in their life. But before we do, Spirit has some messages for you, so we're going to get that, okay? So let's get these messages, guys. Remember, I'm also going to be launching my Patreon subscriber service, where you'll have access to all my extendeds, the mid-month updates for your astrological signs. The weekly karmic reads will also be there, but everything else on my channel remains as usual. Okay, so I've kept it really low. It's $5.55 per month for access to all the content. I'll launch my Venmo as well, but that one you're gonna have to pay per extended, and that'll be the same $5.55 per extended read. Okay, so it kind of makes sense to go to Patreon way. Let's see what's happening here. What does Spirit want to tell the person that is watching this transmission right now? It could be about this situation, any situation that you're watching this video for. So it could be about your love, or it could be about life. Spirit, what does the person who is watching right now need to know? Oh, and you guys, these are my new plants. And can you see that they're all twins? Look, that one. I didn't even recognize when I pulled it out. And this is my, look at it. Yeah, they're all twins. It's just, as I was doing a reading for someone over the weekend, I was like, what? How weird. Anyway, yeah, I went and got new plants because I'm not the best plant parent. So I needed something low maintenance because I didn't want to be a plant murderer anymore. And I love living things around me. I don't like fake stuff. Oh my gosh. All right, but we're going to take them all because all of these are important. Okay, so let me put them in order. This is important. So the first advice that Spirit has for you, the first message, is live life to the fullest. Listen, especially for those who are on this twin flame journey. But this is information for life for everyone. You have one life to live. Even if you believe in past lives, you only have one life to live in this body, having this experience with this particular person. One. With this particular soul family, with this family setup. One life to live like this. Every life is unique. So you have one life to live like this. You have to live it to the fullest, because in the blink of an eye, even if you live a natural lifespan, it's gone. It's gone. So you have to do the things that you want to do, the dreams that you have in your heart, and you have to nurture yourself first before anybody else. You know, as a being of light, sometimes you get caught up because you feel like you have so much love to give inside, and you just want to shower it on this person, but you have to shower it on yourself first. You have to shower it on yourself first. Nurture yourself first. Drink that cup of love yourself first. And then you can be of service to others. because we are here to be of service, especially for those on a twin journey. But this is for everyone. For everyone is called to be of service to humanity. No matter who you are, everybody has gifts. Everybody has gifts. And everybody is called to alleviate humanity in their little space. Sometimes you alleviate humanity by concentrating on your family and making sure that the next generation is well equipped and can be of service to others. That is a massive, massive contribution. To raise children that are gentle and kind, that is a massive contribution. Maybe you're a teacher to teach others. That's a massive contribution. So everybody is called to contribute in their own way. And then they say here, admit your vulnerabilities. So I'm getting that you just need to be true to yourself. Know who you are. Know your vulnerabilities, whether it's your addictions, your little shortcomings. And because it all starts with awareness sometimes. You see, the worst thing you can do is live a life that's unexamined. Not knowing why you do the things that you do. Because then you run the risk of repeating toxic patterns, especially, and attracting toxic people into your life over and over and over. If you find yourself in the same situation over and over and over and over again, trust me, there's a vulnerability there that you need to identify. Or else you're going to be repeating the same lesson and you will graduate from this school having learned nothing. And then it says, make no judgments. This is a hard lesson for me to learn as well. You know, about 2 weeks ago, my masculine did something that I thought was so cowardly. And I felt so disgusted. When I tell you disgusted, it's the very first time after he has done so many different things to piss me off. But when you realize where someone is coming from and the baggage that they're toting around, it's easy for you to be compassionate. But that day, when he did that particular thing, the disgust that I felt, I'm ashamed to even recall it now because it was just, I don't know. I really went to a very low place. But then I realized I can't make any judgments because I am not in his shoes. I have not had his childhood experiences. And the more I learn about the childhood experiences, the more intuitive information I get about his childhood experiences, then that disgust is just turned into absolute compassion. So make no judgments about persons. You really don't know what they're toting around on their back. And some of them are toting around some extreme things. And then it says, have faith. Have faith in God, have faith in the divine, have faith in the universe, have faith in your partner. Have faith, that's what love is about, right? It's always having full power, always having faith. Knowing that something good is going to happen. You gotta stay optimistic so that these good things can be attracted into your life. And then it says, do all things in moderation. You know, sometimes you get pissed off, you just feel like going out and getting lit. Or you just feel like, abandoning the journey completely. But it's all things in moderation. If you feel you need to take a step back from your love at this point in time, you do it. You do it. But just don't do it, to be reactionary. Do it because you really need that little break. And some of us, we do need a break. And then it says, accept disappointments gracefully. Lesson I'm still learning. Accept disappointments gracefully. And because the thing about it is, we are all human. We are certainly not perfect. If we really look back on our life, there's some things that we've done will make us cringe. What was I thinking? I must have been nuts, right? Definitely was not thinking properly, operating out of a place of pain and wounding. So just remember that when people disappoint us as well, they are also operating from their place of wounding and pain. Okay? We just have to have the compassion, okay? And make no judgments. All right, so that's for you. Let's see what's going on in your person's life right now, because I know some of you guys are completely cut off. Yeah, you're getting the intuitive hits about what's happening, but you're really not sure. So maybe if I confirm something here today, then you'll know that you got a direct line to spirit. Although some of you don't need my confirmation. All right, let's see what's happening with your person. This is the Art of Love. Okay, so this was the Divine Energy Oracle. It was donated by, I want to say Stacy, but I don't want to screw that up. I mean, I've given a shout out before, but whenever I use cards, I like to do it again. I think this one was donated by Cindy. Yeah, Cindy M. You know, I must give her an email. She's been on my mind. I have to email her. Cindy. Yeah. Right. And it's the Art of Love Tarot, and I think that's really fitting because this is what we're learning to do through our relationships. We're learning how to love. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this connection is having a tough time coming together. Or your person is having a tough time right now. Hey, well, when you don't listen to spirit, this is what happens. All right. I'm trying to be compassionate, but sometimes it's hard. Oh, my word. I'm hoping you guys are liking my fish on the screen. I just love it. Okay. What's happening in their life? 6 of Pentacles or the 6 of Trees. I'm getting this is how they're seeing you. They're really recognizing your worth. They're recognizing your worth, and they're recognizing that you have given just so much to this connection. I mean, you've just been pouring out love all this time, and they've just been receiving. That's all they've been doing. They've been receiving. They've not been giving. And I think this is being brought to their attention right now. I am getting a calmer. Your person is getting calmer. All right, let's see what's happening in their life right now. I'm just going to read it intuitively, right? What's happening with your person right now? They have completely withdrawn from your connection and from the connections around you. And they've had to do that because that's the only way to stop all the chaos that's happening in their life right now. This is the 5 of Swords, and it's in reverse. It's the only way to stop the chaos. They had to withdraw because, especially for those that were in karmic relationships, it was just getting out of hand. It was total madness. And they've had to summon that strength deep within to even forcefully just shut the chaos down, because it was too much. So they finally, tapped into their inner strength. They had to do it. They had to do it. It was just absolute madness right now. So, we have 8-8. Nice. So they have withdrawn. They've stopped all the mind games even. And they love to play mind games. So when they're not playing mind games, that, as we say, it's water more than flour. Right? Shit has hit the fan. So they've had to, draw on their inner strength, withdraw from everybody. I think most of them are in hermit mode right now because they are seeing the errors of their ways, and that is making them feel hopeless because they've finally realized that they are losing or were crapping on the one true love of their life. And they're recognizing that they were doing this because they didn't have self-love. This is the Ace of Cups. They didn't have self-love. So because they didn't have self-love, they're just hopeless right now. They're feeling kind of hopeless. I think your person is probably depressed. Okay? So definitely, we have air energy. We got a Leo here. What's this? Aquarius. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I mean, this is just the energy that they're in. So they're recognizing that their lack of self-love just caused a lot of conflict and chaos in their life. So right now, they're in hermit mode. They're not reaching out to anyone. They're not taking any action. They've gone into their cave, and we don't know when they're going to be coming out. Right? Now, they do want to come forward and give you some kind of offer. This is a Virgo. This is a Knight of Pentacles. They really do. They do want to come forward. There is something solid that they want to offer. But right now, they just have to get zen-like and really recalibrate, because their life, they've manifested just total chaos. And they were just juggling so many different things and so many different people that right now they just have to go deeper and really retreat from the world and really figure out what they want in life. Because they weren't really thinking, really. They were like in reptilian brain, surviving. So they were focused on the basics. It's like it's reptilian mind. And reptilian mind is just focusing on the basic things, right? You're just reacting. You're reacting by instinct. So they just focus on sex, food, and shelter. That's all they were focused on. They were nurturing the emotional relationships in their life. They were in survival mode, and they were concerned only about their survival, no one else's, right? Their survival. So all their decisions were based on their survival. Screw everybody else. It was based on their survival. They were the only thing that mattered. So it was quite fine to juggle, because then when you juggle, then you always have a nest egg. You always have a safety net, right? Who cares about the people that get caught in this juggling? Nobody, right? So they were just in survival mode, and they had strayed far from the divine path. In fact, maybe they were never on it. They never really explored their spirituality. Because when you explore your spirituality and you become conscious, you will never do these things. Because you realize there is interconnectedness and there's such a thing as karma. But this person never even believed in karma, because they were so disconnected from their spiritual body. So, Spirit had to halt them in their tracks, right? And show them what's what. Show them what's what. And show them that they were not balanced. They were not balanced. And the scales of karma were unbalanced. So Spirit said, you know what? Karma time. So right now your person, no doubt about it, is getting their karma. All their progress, all the projects that they want to progress, all the things that they wanted in their life that they want to pursue, it's now ground to a halt. It's Spirit's time. Spirit has taken control, because this person refused to listen to the higher realms. They were operating only in the lower realms, allowing themselves to be trapped by darkness and any kind of devil energy. So Spirit said, okay, well, you know what? I'm about to show you the truth. So the truth came rushing in. Your person is getting their dose of karma. They're getting their dose of karma. Spirit was watching them all this time, putting different challenges in their way, hoping that they would swerve onto the divine path, but they never did. So, Spirit's in control now. Spirit is in control. This person is under divine judgment, and they're about to learn what divine order is all about. This person is finally seeing the light and seeing the truth. We have here the Three of Swords. So they're finally recognizing what heartbreak feels like. Heartbreak Hotel is where they're at right now. So those of them that may have been with karmics, I'm getting here that they have really gotten their karma And they're finally understanding what heartbreak is all about, because they've gotten theirs. They've gotten theirs. And they are in deep sadness and regret for all the things that they've ever done, because they finally allowed themselves the space, that spiritual space, to look back on their life and see the damage that they have wrought in their path. I think your person has never really self-reflected, because they couldn't. Because the moment that they reflected on self and reflected on their journey and their path, they might have a nervous breakdown when they recognize the carnage. So they never did that. I told you, the unreflected life, the unexamined life, it's one of the worst things anyone can ever do. So they are not able to manifest anything right now. All their manifestation powers have been taken away from them. So you will find that with your person, if you do have an insight into their life, things are going south. Everything is going south. And that's because this is all about karma. Karma knows everyone's address. I'm getting that a lot of the issues, and I do think I said this before, a lot of the issues that your person has been processing or been toting around all their lives has something to do with their relationship with their father and relationship with power and authority. Something with their relationship with their father made them believe that they could abuse their authority and their power and abuse those who were in their charge. And for a lot of them, what was in their charge was feminine energy. So they believed that they had dominion over all the feminine energy that came into their life. But when you have responsibility over feminine energy, feminine energy is not for you to abuse. Feminine energy is for you to protect. But for some reason, your person didn't learn this lesson. So your person might even have been physically violent in their encounters with feminine energy. Your person may not have been a provider for their children. Your person might have been a people pleaser, good time guy, good time girl. But there's some issue with the father figure in their life that made them operate in this mode. I think that's the core wounding. The core wounding is some issue with their dad. That's a core wounding. Whether he was absent or whether he was present and abusive, there was some issue with your person's dad, and that's the core wounding inside. So here is your person, 6 of Pentacles, and learning how to give and receive, because they only knew how to receive. They've never felt emperor energy, so they don't know how to be an emperor. So they're now only learning how to receive and to give and how to be balanced, because they have had a total collapse of the ego. They've had a total collapse of the ego. They had a massive Tower moment that brought their palace, brought everything that they had built down to the ground. A total collapse of the ego. Your person is going through another dark night, because I am getting the feeling that they've had several, but they just weren't learning the lesson. So this one signals a total collapse of the evil. Karma found them. Karma had their address and finally paid a visit. They got their karma. Everything that they've ever done has come right back to haunt them. This person, they were incapable of speaking the truth. Pathological lie. That's what I'm getting from this card here. Pathological liar. But if they were in a karmic relationship, they met someone that was even a better liar than they were. This person's getting their karma, guys. Yeah, and that's why they're feeling hopeless. This person is getting their karma. I'm really feeling depression though. I'm feeling a lot of depression. And I do think it's because of some kind of third-party situation. Spirit came and shine a light on that situation, and they're finally recognizing that what they thought was something beautiful and something special was really something that was ugly and dark. Spirit came and shine a light. And that's why they've had to return to innocence. They've had to return to innocence. They're learning how to love from the ground up. They're learning the art of love. I said it in the beginning, and this is a confirmation. They return to innocence, and they're learning the art of love. They're learning how to love. They didn't know. I don't think they were ever loved. They're learning the art of love. And they're recognizing that all these third-party relationships that they were in and all these options that they had, it was never anything real. It did not serve them. It stroked their ego, but it did not serve them. It was just about instant gratification. They weren't building anything. They thought they were building something, but they weren't building anything. They were just stroking their ego. And now they're recognizing that. And that's why they're choosing to remove their mask. We have this Seven of Swords in reverse. So all the lies that they were telling themselves, they've stopped. All the lies that they were telling others, they've made a commitment to stop. The mask that they were wearing, they've made a commitment to remove. Because the Spirit came and shined a light. Especially on any third-party relationship. Spirit came and shined a light. I'm feeling extremely lightheaded. This person is going through a tough time. This person is going through an extremely tough time. You're gonna have to send your love and light to your person, because I'm feeling severe depression. But they're finally closing a cycle. They're finally having a rebirth. When this person comes back to you, it's not going to be the same person. So if you've been worried that they're going to come back to you the same, you don't have to. This person has closed off a karmic cycle for good. They've closed off a particular pattern for good. They have been reborn. And this is because the universe stepped in. The universe has been watching them for the longest while. Whilst they were stalking you, the universe was stalking them. And they recognized, this person has gone too far. Time to send in the troops. So the divine took over. I've been channeling that message for about 2 weeks now. 2 to 3 weeks now. The divine took over. All right, let's see what your person has to tell you. What does your person have to tell you? So that's what's happening in their life. Everything that they've built has been razed to the ground. Third-party situations are coming to an end. Your person is wrapping up a karmic cycle, and they have to, because Spirit stepped in. Spirit stepped in. Let's take 6 cards. Let's get a message from them. Now they want to come and work things out, man. Because with this karma brought recognition of who you were. They now recognize who you are. Or rather, they might have recognized it all along, but their ego demanded that they pick a different choice, right? Look, rebirth. So we're getting that confirmation yet again. We have the same image of the lotus. Let me put it here. Yeah. The lotus, and then we have the lotus yet again. This person has been reborn. Let's get another card. Hey, I told you. I told you. Transformation, spirit stepped in. Yeah. The spirit is like, you can't stay the same. You're playing the ass. Okay. So what do I have to tell you today? My love, can we work things out? I'm sorry I was such an ass before. But I now know that this is a soul connection. The synchronicities are driving me crazy. The synchronicities are driving me crazy. I now know that this is a soul connection, twin flame. I want to bring this commitment to you, and you don't have to worry about me being my old self. I have been reborn. I've been reborn. I know that there are secrets between us. I know this. But I'm saying death to my old self and transforming, because I want to be the magician. I want to be able to manifest a new beginning with you. I want to be that provider for you. I want to be able to use all my tools in my toolbox to manifest a life of abundance for us. I want to bring this commitment to you. I know you're the one. I know you're the one. So can we work things out? If I came to you, can we work things out? I know you're my soulmate. So this is the word today. This is what's going on in your person's life. Karma found their address. And with that, they had a massive tower moment. A massive tower moment. Your person has been reborn. Massive tower moment. They've removed their mask. They've had no choice. Spirit stepped in. All right, guys, that was your message today. I hope it resonated for you. I hope it helped you. And I thank you so much. So if this is confirming what you already know, you leave it in the comments, right? Okay, bye. Because we get these intuitive hits, but sometimes we doubt ourselves. So if this coincides with what you're feeling and what you've been getting intuitively, let me know. All right, guys, bye. Take care.